Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the internet. This is ReNDoG coming at you from just in front of the rubber tree plantation in this Let's Play Minecraft Feed the Beast series. In the previous episode, we were going on an origins tour of our Feed the Beast world, and we went all the way back to spawn and saw the mini mole hole where I began this freaking epic Feed the Beast journey. But guys, we have zoomed back into the present, man. We are back in Ren Town, we are back in the Cyberlabs, and we are going to be making geothermal generation machines. In this episode, guys, we are going to be making a machine that is capable of turning the lava that we have sucked out of the butthole of Minecraft into energy. And we're eventually going to be able to use that energy to power some even better machines, to get as much iron as we can so that we can make the Ren Star planet-destroying Death Star structure of doom. Man, that is going to be sweet. So guys, I've just harvested a little bit of sticky resin from those rubber tree plants, and the reason that we need sticky resin is because we need rubber. The geothermal generator requires copper wires, and copper wires require rubber. So much like in real life, a wire has rubber around the metal conduit, in exactly the same way, the Feed the Beast wire also has rubber. So we're going to smelt down this sticky resin. We've got a whole bunch of rubber in here, but that is cool. You can never have too much rubber, if you know what I'm saying. But guys, we are going to be working in the power plant room. This over here, the power plant room, and we are going to be adding a geothermal generator on top of one of these tanks. Eventually there are going to be 6 geothermal generators, but for this episode we're just going to make one. In this project chest over here, we've got all the materials that we need for today's episode. I know, guys, I am just so ridiculously organized, man. It is crazy. Right, so the geothermal generator, guys, is an advanced machine. So by advanced, I mean it is more advanced than just like a cobblestone furnace. And to produce this advanced machine, we need refined iron. And refined iron is produced by smelting down normal iron ingots. So we're going to be smelting down these ingots here in the furnace room. And while that's happening, we're going to be working on the power plant room over there. Guys, look at the project table, how sweet the project table is. All you got to do is put a recipe into the project table, and as long as you have the materials down here, you can make any number of materials. I mean, I had the recipe for a redstone engine. I've just used up all of the materials, but bam, there is a redstone engine built. Absolutely awesome. What we need is waterproof wooden transport pipes, because we are going to be trying to remove the lava from the tank and putting the lava into the butthole of a geothermal generator. So the way that you move liquid in Feed the Beast is through waterproof pipes. And to remove a liquid from a container, you need a wooden transport pipe like this and some power. And that is why we've got our redstone engines over here and our levers. Thanks to everybody who, gave me excellent hints and tips about using levers instead of redstone torches, guys. Really, really amazing hint that is. So all of our wooden waterproof transport pipes are now in place. What we got to do now is get them all powered up. Okay, so our engines are in place, but they are facing the wrong direction. Not a problem. All we got to do is get hold of a wrench, which I do believe is in our tool chest over here somewhere. There is the wrench, and all we got to do now is turn these puppies around, man, until they're facing the right direction. Kaplam! Kaplam! Sweet! Okay, so all we got to do is lay the redstone engines down in exactly the same way on this side. Eventually, we're going to have 6 geothermal energy generators in this room, but for the purpose of this episode, guys, we're just going to make one. So now the redstone engines are waiting to suck out lava from the tanks. Now, how are we going to do that, man? We need to add some power over here, but we also need to make this place look pretty decent, right? So what I thought we would do is we could have those flat marble panels. Where are those awesome marble panels? I think we're probably going to need to cut down. Oh, there we go. So we've got these really sweet panels over here, right? So what we can do is create like a sort of wall over here, just like that. And then above the panel, we're going to be adding our marble block over here, right? And if I am correct in assuming if we add a lever over here, that is going to turn on the redstone engine. And yes, it does. So that means we're going to be able to control each of our geothermal generators using these levers. So the geothermal generator is going to sit in these spaces right over here, and we're going to be able to control which geothermal engines we turn on, which geothermal engines we turn off. So I think that that is that's looking really neat, looking really sweet. If I do say so myself, there'll be another geothermal engine over here, actually, a geothermal generator, sorry. So let's just make sure that, you know, we have everything symmetrical. Okay, that's looking sweet. And those are the buttons for those 3 engines. Now what we need to do is exactly the same on this side. Man, let me tell you, this paneling stuff is just the most awesome thing ever. I absolutely love that. I wish that we had this in vanilla Minecraft. These panels just open up so much room for design, and so much room for, you know, doing different things with your buildings and stuff. I mean, it's endless what you can do with these things. I can't wait to start experimenting more with them. But oh my goodness, we don't have enough. But oh yes, we don't need a button for this one. There's no engine here, obviously. So there we go, guys. That is basically the power plant built. Let's just fill in this gap over here, so we can get a good look at it. That is looking pretty sweet. Now what's going to happen is the geothermal generators are going to produce power. Now we need to store that power somewhere, or it's just going to be wasted. So we are going to be sending the power from the geothermal generators into some power storage devices. And there are numerous different power storage devices that we can work with. You have something called a battery box, which is literally just your lowest tier form of battery, and it literally, all it does is hold a certain amount of energy. It stores a certain amount of energy, and then of course there are much more advanced ones, and there are ones called MFUs and MFSUs and all these. I don't even know what they're called, man, but I do know that they hold like hundreds of thousands of units of energy, and that is what we're going to be exploring in the next episode. But guys, we have now picked up our refined iron, which means we can get cracking on the construction of our freaking geothermal generators. Now guys, these are quite advanced recipes, so bear with me. It's going to take quite a lot of building. Let's just get rid of all this stuff in our inventory that we don't need. Let's keep this stuff, this jazz, as neat as possible. Man, my OCD is kicking in this series so badly. I'm just so eager to keep everything neat and tidy. So guys, what are we making exactly? We are making a geothermal generator. This is what we're making. So to make this geothermal generator, we need a generator, 2 refined irons, 4 glass, and some empty cells. So let's dig even further. We've already refined our iron, so that is sweet. What do we need to make the generator? So to make a generator, we need an iron furnace, 3 refined irons, and an RE battery. So how do we make an iron furnace? Well, we need to get enough iron to make an iron furnace. So let us begin all the way at the bottom of the of the recipe tree, I guess that's what you call it. And let's make our iron. Oh wait. Do we even need to make an iron furnace? Hang on. I actually think that we don't need to make an iron furnace. Okay, no, we do need to make an iron furnace. But to make an iron furnace, sorry guys, it's so complicated. Okay, to make an iron furnace, oh, here we go. Okay, so to make an iron furnace, we don't actually need to use all of this iron. We can actually just use a furnace and 5 iron instead of using all of that other iron. So that is why that's why I had this furnace in my inventory. That all makes sense now. So there is our iron furnace. We've saved 3 iron ingots, which of course are going to go towards making the ReNStar. So every ingot we can save is accumulative, right? So we're going to try and save iron at every freaking turn, man. All right, so now we can make our generator, but first what we need to do is make an RE battery. And to make an RE battery, I do believe it looks a little something like this. Okay, so that's pretty easy, right? All we got to do is, okay, so this is where the rubber comes in, right? So what we need to do is make some wires. So for that, we need to add the rubber to insulate the copper wire inside, and that is 6 wires. Beautiful. Now this recipe is saying all we need to do is this, but I don't believe that is right. I think it's got to be like this, right? Check it out. No. What the jazz? Oh, it's tin. It's tin, obviously. Duh. So we've got to add tin here instead of irons. So let's get the tin up in that jazz. RE battery, thank you very much. Now, next up on the list of things to make, where are we? We're at the generator, right? Man, it is tricky to keep track of what the hell you're doing in this in this mod pack, man. All right, let's go back to the geothermal, shall we? Geothermal, we are busy making a generator. Okay, so we need the iron furnace, 3 iron ingots. So that's easy to do. So let's see if I can remember. So we've got the iron furnace, 3 iron ingots, refined iron ingots, and that RE battery. There we go. Generator, baby. Sweet. And I think a generator is actually I think it actually takes fuel. Yeah, you see, you can actually put fuel in it. So it's kind of like a furnace that makes energy. But of course, we want to go one step higher than that, man. We want to make a geothermal generator. So what we have to do now is make empty cells, and that's pretty easy to do. That's just with tin. So we need to make one of these empty cells. Now, 2 empty cells in the middle. We are adding the generator to the bottom. Then we are adding glass. Yes, glass and refined earth. Right? Bam! Geothermal generator created. Very, very nice. Oh man, that is most excellent. So, I hope you guys are keeping track of that, man. Those of you guys who are sort of trying to learn how to make stuff and feed the beast from this series, I hope you took notes there, how to make a geothermal generator. So now, guys, we are ready to put this to the test. We're going to place the geothermal generator in its position. Kaplam! Oh man, that is looking awesome. Kind of looks like a smiley face. Let's just make sure everything is connected. So this wooden transport pipe is ready to inject this lava straight into the butthole of this generator. And it looks like it already has. It looks like it's already started. Right, let's turn it on. Let's see what happens if we start pumping this lava into the butthole of this geothermal generator. I think what's going to happen is that it looks like it has a tank or something in the middle here. And it's probably going to fill up. Now, I don't think that this generator is going is actually going to run until we connect something to it. And I guess, I don't know what we could use to test it if it's working or not. I guess what we could do is make a battery box. So if we find a battery. Oh, here we go. Bat box. Okay, a bat box. So what we need is 3 RE batteries, wood and copper. So that's pretty easy to do. So while this thing fills up with lava, look, it's filling up with lava, baby. That is awesome. Let us make a battery box. So how do we make these again? We need tin for this, right? I don't know if we have enough tin, actually. Let's have a look. Okay, we've got 7 tin. But I think we're going to need more than that, though, right? Because right now we can only make 1 more of these things. Alright, well, what we're going to have to do is smelt down a little bit of tin ore, I think. Alright, guys, we are back at the project table, and I have just smelted down a little bit more tin so that we can make the 3 RE batteries that we need to make a bat box. So there we go, 3 RE batteries in the belly. Sweet! And now, all we need to do is make the bat box using wooden planks with a copper cable at the top there. Really, really cool. I think you can use any wood just like that, and that's where the power. You see, what I love about it is like it kind of makes sense, right? Inside the battery box are the batteries, and then this is where the electricity is going to come out, I guess, if that makes any sense. So there is the bat box done. Sweet. Now let's go and put this on top of the geothermal generator. I think that if the blocks are adjacent, then the power is just going to go directly into the geothermal generator. So what we need to do is just get a block of marble to get this done, and this is going to give us an idea of what the geothermal generator looks like when it's turned on, baby. Kaplam! Oh, beautiful. That is just beautiful. Look at that. So the geothermal generator is generating power as we speak. And if we right click on the battery box, there we go. Now you can see the battery box is going to store 40,000 units of energy. And the geothermal generator is going to fill up this battery box really, really quickly. But I think that the bat box is probably, I think it's probably the lowest tier of energy storage. So in the next episode, guys, we're going to be looking at maybe looking at some more advanced forms of energy storage that surpasses a bat box, because these geothermal generators, I mean, look how fast this bat box is filling up, man. We need to provide the geothermal generators a better storage platform than a freaking lame ass wooden bat box. But guys, I'm going to end the episode here. I hope you have enjoyed it. This has been ReNDoG playing Minecraft Feed the Beast. If you have enjoyed it, why don't you hit that like button, man? And if you are from somewhere on the interbubs and are new to this series, there are loads more Feed the Beast episodes coming. In fact, there are 3 a week now, guys. So why don't you hit that subscribe button? And of course, if you are new to this channel and maybe this is the first time you've watched ReNDoG, why don't you go check out my Let's Play Minecraft series on my channel. It is equally as freaking sweet as this one. Guys, this has been ReNDoG playing Feed the Beast, man. I have loved it. In the next episode, we're going to be working on a better storage system for our energy that is being generated by our geothermal generators. Guys, we will see you in the next video. Give me a freaking Feed the Beast high five. Goodbye, everybody.